Employer-sponsored retirement plans are the backbone of American retirements. Over 70 million workers are covered by these very plans. Private employers voluntarily sponsor more than 800,000 IRSA covered plans holding more than $9 trillion in assets. We're not talking millions, we're not talking billions, we're actually talking trillions. $9 trillion in assets. When I learned that the Biden-Harris Department of Labor shared confidential employee benefit information with plaintiffs' law firms, I had to get involved immediately. It was shocking to understand that this was being shared. The DOL should never be sharing secret or sensitive information with anyone unless the employers consent to do this. So the question would go to Mr. Bonham. Can you speak on how the DOL's actions are hurting American workers and employers right now?
Where to start? The investigatory actions by EBSA, I would put into two categories of how it's hurting American workers. First are the millions of Americans who are never even given the opportunity to benefit from a plan because of the chilling effect that EBSA has on plan formation. We did a survey about a year ago of businesses who were looking at their succession plans and whether or not they would be interested in forming an ESOP. Close to 80% of all business owners who were looking at retirement were highly interested in forming an ESOP. Once we introduced the idea of EBSA and their enforcement powers, it plummeted. They just don't want to deal with the risk that the introduction of EBSA's enforcement capabilities introduce. Second, it introduces for plan sponsors significant cost, and that cost can range from as little as $80,000 to $100,000 for a basic response to an investigatory letter to literally millions of dollars. I was speaking to a CEO just yesterday who was the subject of one of these investigations. 3 years of discovery, $3 million worth of legal fees. There were no findings at all. Immediately after they received the conclusory letter from the Department of Labor, they were then slapped with a class action lawsuit that cost them another $2 million. Was it a coincidence? We don't know. We hope that some of the investigations will find out. But those are just a couple of examples of where the investigatory abuses at EBSA have had a dramatically chilling effect on plan formation. And we should all remember that offering retirement plans and offering benefits are voluntary on the part of the employers. And unfortunately, employers are now going to the least common denominator so they can offer just the basic plan, but nothing more because it becomes too complicated.